Good morning, everyone. It's Reverend Dr. Michelle Walker with you with Spirit Inspiration in the Morning. Today's Spirit is saying, stop being so hard on yourself. We get into like a little vicious cycle, right? So if we are trying to bring something into our lives and we focus on the lack of it, or we beat ourselves up over it and say, oh, it should have happened by now, and you get in a negative space. They want you to think about it like this. Everything in the universe is a push and pull, kind of. So if, let's say you want to manifest a new vehicle and you're focusing on the price of them and how can you afford this? And so you're pushing it further away. Now, I know that doesn't sound in our logical, analytical brains like something that's happening, but it is happening. And if you find yourself becoming negative over whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. So if I wanted to purchase a new vehicle and I started down that road, that is your sign to stop thinking about it. Focus on something that's positive. Come back to it later, because if you don't catch yourself or you're not that self-aware of what you're saying and what you're experiencing, you just keep pushing what you want further away. Now, if you can get into a positive state and then think about it again, then you start to bring it closer to you. So that is the ebb and flow, the trick. One of the tricks of manifesting is realizing where you're standing in relation to it. We are very powerful beings and can manifest anything that we want. The trick is we don't want to manifest more negative because we have resistance or negativity around the thing that we really want. We got to deal with that, focus away from it, and then come back and focus in a positive. So practice this with something, for a lack of a better word, insignificant. Maybe you want to manifest not cooking today. To focus on something that's not life or death, doesn't involve a lot of money, those kind of things. And, play with that and see where you're at, what you're thinking. If you're going into a negative, back out. It's almost like if you really wanted to manifest, here's an example. I didn't take a lunch to work, and I thought when I got to work, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't bring a lunch. Well, I hope we have a lunch today to cover that. And I wasn't as concerned about packing the lunch, which isn't normally me. And when I got there, they were like, oh, we have a lunch today. I was like, awesome. We manifested a lunch. So sometimes it comes that easy. But what the trick was, when I realized I didn't pack a lunch, I was like, oh, well, I have stuff. I'll figure it out. It's no big deal. I didn't make it a big deal. And I was like, all right, well, maybe we'll get a lunch and that'll cover it. If not, I have other stuff. We're fine. So if you can get yourself having that backup plans, then you're not focused in the negative. You're like, oh, that's all right. I'll just do that. Right? It makes it flow a lot easier. So think about that example when in your life and how you're manifesting and what you're doing. And Spirit really wants you to stop beating yourself up over everything. Things come in their perfect time. But we have to be ready. We have to get in a flow of it so that we can receive it. Okay, guys, I hope you have a terrific day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.